In this video, I'm going to be building the best possible team for 2.5 million MT in NBA 2K23 Myteam. Now, I know that is really expensive for a squad, so if you guys want to go check out my other squad builder videos, you can feel free to do so. Obviously, the 100,000 MT one, the 250, 500k, and million MT squad builders. If you guys want to go check those out, you guys can definitely go ahead and do so. But if you're looking for the best team for 2.5 million MT, or just want to look for some cards that could play on this type of team, if I had 2.5 mil, this is the squad that I would build. So at the starting point guard position is going to be the Dark Matter hero Ben Simmons. I think right now in Xbox he's around 1 million MT. He might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less, really just depends, you know, when you're looking at the auction house. Right now I'm looking at my Xbox screen, there's 3 minutes left and he's at 820k. So my guess is he's around 1 million, might be a little bit lower, and I think he's the best point guard in the game, being 6'11" with a 7-foot wingspan. He brings such good defense to the table with a 90 block, 95 steal, 97 perimeter, 97 interior defense. He's such an athletic card. He's amazing at going to the basket. He gets some of the best slashing animations in the game, and also I don't mind his jump shot. I think you can green it kind of consistently, and then also does have, you know, the tray escape, and he's just really good at getting downhill, and I think he's going to be the best point guard in my team. Now for the starting shooting guard position, I did go with the Dark Matter Tim Thomas. Now we can't afford the hero version because that's going to cost like over 1 million MT or around 1 million MT for the Tim Thomas hero version, but just, yeah, he's about 1.2 actually on Xbox right now, just looking at the auction house. But yeah, Tim Thomas's base version, I do believe, is around 300k. I'm just going to quickly check here. Yeah, he's about 150 with about a couple minutes left, so he's probably around like 250 to 300k, and he's going to be still one of the best offensive shooting guards in the game, 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan. He's got such an elite level jump shot with the LaMelo Ball base and the Trae Young upper on very quick timing. He's also got the Trae fade. He's got the Steve Francis size up, the Trae escape, Trae behind the back. Like, he's got some of the best dribble six in the game, 6'10" at the 2. Overall, just such a glitchy shooting guard. Now for the starting small forward position, another just great offensive card in the game, and that's going to be the Galaxy Opal Brian Scalabrine, one of my new favorite cards to use in the game for only about 75 to like 80,000 MT at the most. He's such an elite small forward card, being 6'9" with a 6'9" wingspan. I mean, he is pretty much a perfect card. Like, if you look at his stats and his badges, everything is pretty much perfect. You look at his tendencies, he's got a 98 on-ball steal, 98 contest shot, 98 block shot. We look at his jump shot, he's going to have the Montrezl Harrell base, which is the Jonathan Bender base, and then also the Trae Young upper, so the exact same jump shot as Jonathan Bender, except now it's going to be on very quick timing. And then he's also got the best dribble sigs in the game, the Steve Francis size up, the Trae escape, Dame behind the back. He's got the quick drops off one. He's got the front clutches, the 2 best dunk packages in the game. I mean, he's just so overall glitchy, and I do think for only about 75k is going to be extremely good value at that small forward position. For the starting power forward, you might think it's going to be Taco Fall, and I will talk about Taco here later in the video because he'll definitely be coming off the bench. But for our starting power forward position, I wanted to actually go with Thurl Bailey because besides Taco and obviously Manute Bol, who's, you know, a hero lock and he's like 10 million MT, but Thurl Bailey is one of the better power forwards in the game because after Taco Fall, after Manute Bol, and we're not really counting Kristaps or Dikembe, it kind of goes down to like who, like Dwight Howard, Joel Embiid, you know, those type of cards, like D-Rob, you know, Dirk Nowitzki. So maybe I go Dirk. I guess I could go Dirk for the starting center position, but I wanted to go Thurl Bailey for a little bit cheaper, and I do like his size for only about 40,000 MT. And then to round off the starting lineup for the best 2.5 million MT squad builder is going to be the Galaxy Opal Yao. I think right now in Xbox he's around 500k. I could be wrong though. I think he's around 400 to 500k for the Galaxy Opal Yao main card. And yes, he's not going to be as Dark Matter, but there's really not too big of a difference between the Titans one, this one, and there's not really too big of a difference between that one and the Eclipse Galaxy Opal. He's still going to be one of the best centers and one of the best cards in the game, being 7'6" with a 7'9" wingspan. And he's still going to be just super overpowered and glitchy as well. So that's going to round off the starting lineup. I think we got great offense with Tim Thomas and Brian Scalabrine. We got great defense with Thurl Bailey and Ben Simmons, especially Ben, going to be such an elite level defender. And then Yao Ming to round off the starting lineup. I mean, pretty much a perfect starting 5 in my opinion. Now, off the bench at the backup point guard spot, if we're talking about perfect cards, I mean, Ron Artest is damn near a perfect point guard, like for only about 200k. I just want to quickly check the auction house once again, but I think he's around 200k, maybe a little bit more at most. But yeah, I mean, for 200k, the card's going to give you such elite level defense. Like, you look at the defensive stats, he's got a 98 block, 99 steal, 99 lateral quickness, 99 perimeter, 98 interior defense. You look at the tendencies, they're pretty much going to be maxed out and great as well. He's got tons of good Hall of Fame defensive badges. And then offensively, he can still go get you a bucket. He's got the full space, the Rudy Gay upper on very quick timing. He's got the D-Mitch size up, the tray escape, some of my favorite sigs in the game. He's got the tray fade, Dame behind the back. He's got amazing dunk packages. I mean, right now there's 3 minutes left on Xbox and he's only at 100k, so he might actually be like 150 to 200k. So that's going to be extremely good value for Ron Artest at the point guard position. For the backup two, one of my favorite cards to use in the game as well, the Dark Matter Vince Carter. I think he's so fun to use on the offensive end. For whatever reason, I just love this card's jump shot. I did also love it on the Galaxy Opal. He's a 6'6" shooting guard with a 6'9" wingspan. I mean, you can see his stats. They're pretty much maxed out at everything. And the card goes for about like 250 to maybe 300k at most. He's going to be a decent defender, but he's just so elite at driving to the basket with a 99 driving dunk, 99 vertical. We know he's going to be super athletic. And then, like I said, I just love his jump shot. The Kyle Kuzma base, the Vince Carter upper on very quick timing. I feel like has a quick jump shot and so easy to green. And then he's going to get that Steve Francis size up, which is going to be a huge upgrade over the Fox size up that he previously had on his Galaxy Opal. So he's got great sigs, great at getting to the basket, an amazing jump shot, and he's going to be a solid defender for about 250 to maybe 300,000 MT at the backup small forward position. Surprisingly, this AK-47 card now is only about 30 to 40,000 MT. That is absolutely crazy, the fact that AK is only now 30 to 35,000 MT for still one of the best small forwards in the game. 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. I mean, you can consider this card a budget card now, and like, he's still one of the best small forwards in the game. Like, is he a top 5 small forward? He probably is, because it's what? Chet, Bol 1 and 2. Then you probably go KG and Brian Scalabrine 3 and 4. I mean, you could make a legit argument that Kirilenko is still a top 5 small forward in the game for only about 30,000 MT. That is extremely good value to have off our bench next to Vince Carter and Ron Artest. For the backup 4, though, is going to be, like I said, Taco Fall. I mean, he's got to be in the lineup. 1000% has to be in this lineup, but I will explain why he's going to be off the bench here in a second. But yeah, Taco Fall, 7'6" of the power forward position, 8'2" wingspan, just one of the more glitchy overpowered cards in the game because of his size, his player model, his mashing ability, and just his interior defense, and just his ability to cover the court is going to be so overpowered and glitchy. And the crazy thing about Taco is, maybe I just saw a fluke, but I just saw one end for 150k. There's one right now with 10 minutes left and it's at 135 on Xbox, so he might be a little bit more than 150k, but I legit saw one end for 150,000 MT, so maybe he's a little bit more like 200 at max, but that's still going to be extremely good value for Taco Fall. And then to round off the best 2.5 million MT squad builder is going to be the Galaxy Opal Marc Gasol, a card that I think is going to pair alongside Taco really well, because Taco is maybe not the fastest or the most athletic in game, like speed and acceleration wise, and Marc Gasol actually is pretty quick and also going to be a great defender, and he's going to bring some more 3-point shooting that maybe Taco Fall doesn't have the best at. But the reason why I'm not starting Taco and Yao Ming is because then our front court's going to be a little bit slow. Yes, we're going to have super good size, but then off the bench, if we match a Taco Fall, we match a Manupal, we match a Yao Ming off the bench, all these tall cards in the game, we really don't have that tall of a lineup. You know, 6'6" point guard, 6'6" shooting guard, 6'9" small forward, 6'11" power forward, and a 7'1" center. No one on that lineup is guarding a Yao Ming or a Taco Fall, or they're just going to get cooked by them every single possession. That's why we're splitting up and staggering the minutes of Yao Ming and Taco, so then we can, Yao Ming and Taco, so we can have them on different lines, and also because they're a little bit slow together in the front court, but mainly just due to the fact that they're going to be on separate lines, so we can always have somebody that can stop a giant like a Yao Ming, like a Manute Bowl, or like a Taco. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about the 2.5 million MT squad builder, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.